Sandy Ingram here. Welcome. Urgent breaking news. Urgent. Sorry to bother you, but Iraq's government is trying to bring all weapons under government control by September 30th of this year, 2026. Now, the goal is for only Iraqi officials, military, and police to carry weapons. These armed groups have had their way for years, and one of the reasons is because they helped to defeat ISIS. However, as you know, they recently made a mistake, a very big mistake. They sent an armed drone to a neighboring country, which exploded over a nuclear facility. There was no loss of life, but even the UN made a statement about the actions. And if you remember, these are the same groups that sent missiles to Israel during the Israeli-Iran conflict. And they sent these missiles from Iraq's territory. Now, what I want viewers of this channel to understand, and I want you to hear these words very carefully. The only reason, and let me repeat that, the only reason that Israel didn't start bombing Iraq like they did Gaza and Lebanon is because there were U.S. troops stationed physically in Iraq. And as you know, by the end of December, or by the end of September, all U.S. troops will be deployed from Iraq. People, like I said, the U.S. troops will be gone by the end of September. The U.S. State Department, for the second time, or really more than that, has told U.S. citizens to leave Iraq and the Middle East. So why are you getting this video in the middle of the night? Because it has come on the major news, international news feeds that major Shiite armed groups have agreed to join the work under the Iraqi military. Now that's good, that's great. However, some powerful Iran-aligned militants are refusing to disarm or give up their independence. This refusal has created a major challenge for Prime Minister Ala al-Sadidi, who wants to strengthen the authority of the Iraqi government, blah, 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 blah. Now, this news has been in the international feeds for the last 2-3 weeks. I have never reported it because I just felt, okay, they're just trying to get you to read the articles in the international news feed. But this article came up in the headlines, meaning it's major, meaning it's thoroughly researched, it's confirmed, it's real. This is major, guys. This is major. But here is what is even more alarming. Iraq is facing a cash shortage because it is having trouble exporting its oil through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, we all know that. An important shipping route to the Persian Gulf. We know that. But here's what's happening. Many government workers have not received their July salaries on time. Iraq spends about $6.5 million a month on salaries, pensions, and social welfare. And the finance minister has alerted them to the fact that future salary payments could also be delayed if oil exports do not improve. One proposal that came up, and I know they're hating on this, is to pay government employees every 45 days instead of every month. I know they don't want to hear that, and we don't want to hear that. Now, why is this happening? You know the drill. You know the news that this channel has been telling you all along. Iraq depends on oil, about 90% of its government revenue, because going through the Strait of Hormuz has been disrupted. Iraq's oil exports have dropped sharply. Now, oil exports fell from about 100 million barrels, that's million with the M, barrels in February to around 32 million, that's with the M, barrels in May and June. The channel will keep you updated. But guys, I have a personal note, a bone to pick with you. And I want this for the viewers of this channel. As you know, I am offshore. I am among the locals from other countries, the locals that live in the country, and I'm also in a resort area now, so there are locals from all over Eurasia in this particular country. They are laughing at Americans who get online and speak bad or disrespect our existing president. Now, all of us, on some level, has a problem with the current administration and our leader. You can't find anybody that voted for him. And that's a joke among foreigners. I implore you, please, as a subscriber on this channel, do not disrespect your country or yourself by speaking ill of the leadership that us, put into place. It doesn't matter whether you voted for him or not. We're in a democracy, and democracy says you go with the one with the most votes. He had the most votes. Yeah, there's some argument about that, but that's what I'm saying. This kind of information, this kind of conversation is not for the internet posting, because foreigners are looking at us and laughing at us because we are airing our dirty laundry in front of the world. We've got to have more respect for our country and for each other. And as a little side note, now is the time more than ever to turn around and look at yourself, your own finances. Now is the time to break out of poverty, to break out of middle income bracket. Now is the time to set your sights on higher assets, on building your assets. And of course, you can join the channel's membership to help you accomplish that. Thank you. Over and out in Georgia, the country, not the state.